Talking about the console wars and the sport wars as well. Um, and I went obviously to hear this too as well. Um, Sony, as far as their yes, Sony as far as their PS4s, um, on Lisa as well. They're outselling PS5, but the next call that's coming out on um the next call did, which is Black Ops 6, which is showing at the showcase June 9th. Lisa, I think I made my decision to get Microsoft now. Because Sony is a disaster, Lisa. And the one that me and Dan Martin, the PS4 is the pass. Me and Dan Martin can agree on something, the PS4 is the pass. But um, I might lean towards Microsoft, y'all, because, and obviously too as well, because I'm obviously going to be almost certain that, so I'm sure that I'm gonna get Microsoft Xbox Series S all digital. So I'm sure I'm losing because PS5 is not doing well, and it's time for me to start all over. Pretty much, this has been a journey, obviously. But I wanted to tell obviously on this stream, obviously give me Microsoft Xbox Series S and all digital. I'm satisfied. I'm grateful for that console if you get it for me because, like I said, Sony's about to go bankrupt soon, sooner than you think. Sony just had their business meeting, talking about their showcase potentially, and they said it might be a showcase, but it might not be. It means Sony went 2 years without showcases pretty much. Microsoft's gonna have theirs as of June 9th. So on Lisa, if you hear me on the stream, pretty much, I want Microsoft Series Xbox Series as all digital console. And why I chose that one over Sony because that one's cheaper than PS5, and then it's a cheaper value than PS4 as well. So if you give me the Series S, all I do is just get my hard drive for that console pretty much and the mic for it pretty much. And I'm leaning towards Microsoft, y'all, because Sony's in turmoil right now. And um, we'll talk about the sport wars in a few minutes, but to the console wars aspect. But obviously, anybody that's waiting for my Sony comeback, pretty much, might as well switch to Microsoft because Sony has no first parties until May of 2025. Microsoft has a lot of games coming out, including Call of Duty as well. One of the few games I do play as well. It's not the only game I play, but it's one of the few games, several games I play. But anyways, talk about the sport ones in a minute, honestly. But at least, just give me Microsoft Xbox Series as all do. It's the cheaper console. It's the cheaper value. I think John will welcome me with open arms on Microsoft, pretty much, because Sony doesn't have no first parties. Microsoft has almost 36 MF in studios, pretty much. And they had more than half the games I had on Sony on Microsoft as well. Couldn't AI, Stellatum, Bridget Ford Redux, Borderlands the Hasn't Collection, Borderlands 3, PGA Tour 2K23, um, several other games, pun intended, that I also play as well. That I got my favorites collection on the Xbox app, anyways. But obviously, if you give me Microsoft, if I, excuse me, guys, obviously, if obviously gives me Xbox Series S all digital, I think I'll be satisfied. But I still be able to play Henny and CAC on the cross-gen version. If I can find a give and take on Microsoft, put intended, or Sony. But I can still play Henny and CAC and still conquer them that way to conquer them on Microsoft. Anyways, talk about the sport ones in a minute. Anyways, Microsoft has won the console one. I think PS4 has won the console. The only issue though, the PS4 is outdated, obviously as well. And just give me Microsoft the Series S all digital because it's the cheaper console. like I said on one of my YouTube shorts a few months back, that's why Series S is more cheaper than PS5 because PS5 is too expensive. And with inflation not helping that cause as well. Um, like I said, I'd rather go to Microsoft than to go back to PS4 because despite me buying these games for Joseph, obviously, he hasn't played them right away. But get to the sport ones in a few minutes. But anyways, listen, if you can do me that favor, once you get my futon, give me Microsoft Series S the all digital console, and I'll be satisfied. All I gotta do is get the hard drive and the mic for it. And the fighting game Turbo Pad I was gonna get for Capcom once I get Street Fighter again on Microsoft pretty much. But I might switch to Microsoft, guys. Because Sony is in trouble. Sony is a disaster right now. The new CEOs don't know what to do right now. And also, like I said, it's been a journey, obviously. But I do want the Microsoft console, obviously, because it's the one I never had. I had every console but Microsoft. And I want you to get me on the Microsoft Series S all digital console, please. Thank you. I'm grateful. I know your son's gonna bash me because me and John almost had two Microsoft consoles in the house. But anyways, all I gotta do is get most of the games I get back, including the retro games, pun intended, and Capcom, and Street Fighter 6 as well. Once the discount comes up on Microsoft as well, and because Microsoft has a lot more studios and more games than you think. Also, it's been a journey, obviously. Microsoft's won the console win. I don't give a damn what nobody says. But anyways, because they have all these studios, couldn't help how they even got some of the games I played on my PS4 years ago, a few years back, on Microsoft's website. Why not get? And I said to John, why not get Microsoft? It makes sense. And I have multiple Microsoft accounts to play on as well to finish these games again and show my achievement case or achievement collection for as achievements on Microsoft, pun intended. Get to the Sport Wars, obviously, with Mr. Francis, obviously. Your team's still looking for a coach, Mr. Francis, as well. And it's not looking good for the Lakers right now because LeBron is still yet to debate that play option. It's either that or retirement. LeBron will not play forever, Mr. Francis. And I told you, you're a LeBron fanboy for life. But anyways. Because we got the new era in the NBA and the WNBA now. And we got Spanish teams coming in, the men's and the women's teams. As well, in the NBA and WNBA coming up sooner than you think in the mid-2020s. Anyways, back to the console wars aspect of it, obviously. It's been a journey. Journey to redemption and retribution, pretty much. Just want always to give me as my Series X all digital console. Now all I gotta do is get Game Pass Core. I might get my PlayStation Plus back in the end of this month, but we have to see how much they're charging. See how much Sony is charging for them, as far as the PlayStation Plus 2 is concerned, pretty much. Days of play sale starts on Wednesday, which is the day I had to go to handle my paperwork signed with my counselor. But anyways, like I said, we'll get back to the Sport Wars after this, obviously. But back to the console wars after I told him we just give me Microsoft Series all digital. Now, seeing this clip that I'm making right now, but that's the console I want. I was a series. That's my Series S all digital console because it's cheaper and the membership is cheaper compared to the membership for Sony. Like when I told you about how much they were charging for the memberships, PlayStation Plus Extra and an Essential and Premium, pretty much. I said, yeah, it's ridiculous as far as the price, but that's why I say it's worth it for me because I never had Microsoft. And I got all those friends I made too on my Microsoft accounts, pun intended. But like I said, get back to the sport wars at this, obviously. But that's the console I want. I not just want to be able to play Call of Duty, I want to play any of the other Bethesda games I was playing to consume as well. Once I buy the game on Microsoft, pretty much. Sorry guys for not turning from Sony right now because their new CEOs don't know what they're doing right now. They don't know what they're doing. Since they hired the new CEOs and they hired um had the business meeting as of yesterday, they haven't been the same. New CEOs don't know what they're doing right now for Sony right now. And Hiroki Tanaki's don't know what he's doing either. And we're about to lose him to retirement because he turned 70 this year upcoming. Anyways. Like I said, still want to get Street Fighter 6 out, but it'll be on Microsoft pretty much. I'm making a switch to Microsoft, guys. Sorry for not making a Sony return, unfortunately, because Sony is a disaster right now. I know they might have said, why you didn't get PS5? Because for one, I can't afford it. And I said that again, pretty much. Can't afford it. Two, Sony's in more trouble than you think. And three, PS5 doesn't have no first parties until May of 2025. And I said that, I say it again. We can still play on cross-gen, man. I gotta give you my gamer tag on Microsoft. It's Hutch Xbox. Dark Away 66, that's my other one. And Alpha Hut 4859. We can still play cross-gen in this era now, because now that Square Enix didn't make their games exclusive for Sony no more. Now they're gonna make a multiplayer, so we can still play cross-gen regardless if I don't have Sony or not. Because my aunt that was trying to get my console had other things to do first, more important things to do first. But not getting PS5 demo, no sir, no sir. We can still play cross-gen on Microsoft regardless. You can still play me on Tekken 8, pun intended. You got me on my on your first on Xbox pretty much. But you can still play me through cross-gen because you already got the cross-gen setting on Diamante as well. So you can still play obviously even in the wrestling game. We can still donate Homo Henry in wrestling. Conquer Henry even looking at the mental health issues. Ultimate Destruction Henry when it comes to wrestling games right now. Anyway. But you can still play cross-gen regardless if I don't have Sony no more or not. It's a new era now. I had too many PS4s pawned. Way too many pawned. And even who knows, they might phase out their units soon because the units phased out in 2021. PS4 units per se. But like I told Lisa too, that's the console I want Series S all digital. I know she's gonna say why. Because the console's more cheaper always, and two, the membership is more cheaper. The membership for Game Pass Core is more cheaper than PlayStation Plus Essential. That's even with the discount for the Days of Play sale coming up with this one. When's it upcoming? I'll be getting some stuff off of here. I had to get a new trimmer. I don't know what happened to my trimmer in this house, but anyways. Gotta get my earphones from home, so I had earphones on my phone and my tablet, pretty much. I got earphones for my tablet, just gotta get some earphones for my phone so I can listen to my music, pretty much. Gotta add some more playlists today on YouTube today. Music playlists on YouTube today, but anyways. Now with that, the memberships are cheaper. The membership for Microsoft is cheaper. And the console Series S is cheaper than X. That's my Series X, obviously. So I want Lisa to give me the Series S digital console, so I can get most games I got back again and continue what I left off on different consoles. But we can still play them all regardless on crouching because crouching is life now in the new era, pretty much. And like I said, just been a journey, obviously, and we had to talk about the sports in a few minutes. Anyways. That's the console I want, obviously. That's my Series S holder, and I know you said you sure. I'm 110% sure. I would put it in certain names I won't say. I already said this name one time. I was in this. Why did Microsoft won the console was over Sony? Because I told Joe a few days ago when I was showing them my streams pretty much that um Jim Ryan left as of March 20th. I told him that, and they got 2 new CEOs now. So I told him that part. I didn't tell him the other parts about Sony, but I'll tell him eventually. Anyways, get back to talking about sport wars. The sport wars in a few minutes. Anyways, but that's the console I want. The Series S all digital. But anyways, that's the console I want. Honestly, Series S all digital console. Please, thank you. So now that I'll be able to play the new Call of Duties on there, and the most recent Call of Duty I was playing as well. But I'll be able to play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and World War II, the Gold Edition I had to get again as well, and then get Ghost the Ultimate Edition, Call of Duty Ghost Ultimate Edition, Collector's Edition again as well. Yeah, could be talking about the sport wars, obviously. Mr. Francis, like I said, LeBron will not play forever. He's a LeBron fanboy for life. He will never chase Jordan for his winning 6 titles. Or Bill Russell for his 11 titles either. The team is the worst team in the league. The West is loaded now. And even with the expansion teams coming in the ones in the WNBA and the NBA, pun intended, in the mid 2020s, LeBron will be already out of the league by then. I know Mr. Francis, Mr. Francis would say, I know Mr. Francis would say, more points, more stats, more. But where's the 6th ring that, Mr. Francis? The return of glory still reigns in golf. Think about 2019 too, son. Glad overcome Tiger Woods took accountability for his actions. Unlike LeBron, who don't take I know his friends that going to change the narrative when it comes to Michael Jordan and say, well, yeah, LeBron has his own podcast, but the issue that he overlooks every Michael Jordan that's been more successful, including Mahomes. You can't overlook Patrick Mahomes' greatness either. And I told a lot of people, even Mr. Francis, too, you don't overlook Patrick Mahomes' great. What he did last postseason was incredible. 3 straight road postseason wins is not easy in today's NFL, modern NFL. It's not. Anyways, I know the St. Patrick Mahomes one of the luckiest players. And no, if you know him being Hispanic and interracial, he's one of the most blessed players. And no, he's not the most luckiest players in the league. Now, I can tell you who's the most luckiest player in the league as far as chasing Super Bowls and other players other than Lamar Jackson, pun intended. It's not just Lamar Jackson, not the luckiest player in the league to chasing the Super Bowl. It's actually the people that won the Super Bowls in the previous era, including Tom Brady. He was the luckiest player in the league. And I'll tell you that to your face. Because what he did cannot be done again in this era. Unless it's the Chiefs, obviously. But anyways. Like I said, Mr. Friends, your team will be in a rebuild. LeBron will not be there. I know you're going to say the running back. You're going to say running back who? LeBron. Player options yet to be activated. They don't even have no coach yet, so and they still looking. And the free agency's about to start soon. And they don't have the money to sign anybody. Also, they don't have the money to even sign older veterans per se. They don't have the money over the luxury tax. It's even with the luxury tax going up pretty much. But anyways, let's talk about the console wars aspect of it, obviously. But Lisa, if you're hearing this stream, pretty much, that's excuse me, that's the console I want Series. That's all digital. It's a new era now, listen. Also, I want that Series S all digital console. Please, thank you. I'm grateful. So I can just get most of the games I got back to, including the retros, all the rage quitting fighting games, pun intended as well. And also, I was doing put on Microsoft because I told them all that I was like, Sony's in trouble. I know you said you're fanboy, you know, you know all this stuff, all the sources. I know you said you found all these sources. Like, I can't tell you that as a person, as a journalist, pretty much, especially as a hardcore player like myself. I can tell you some of my sources, but I can't tell you the names out loud. Cause I know you would copy them, not give me credit for those sources. But anyways, no, do you want to say you're fanboy, you know too much, and then about this era of the consoles, I said, well, it's stopping at PS5 Pro. It's not gonna get the PS5. You already know why it's not gonna get the PS5 Pro. PS6 per se. It's gotten the PS5 Pro. That's in November. But you don't know why it's getting. There's no PS6 because they don't have no first party for that console either. That's the console I want to play with Diamante on Microsoft, be a cross-gen pretty much. As long as he has a cross-gen, so I can still play in Yu-Gi-Oh if I want to. Oh, nothing good like that 80 gamer score if I was getting that. King of Games, all gamer score, all the gamer score, King of Games. I know Diamante rematch, but you're going around today, Diamante and Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Even if I win or lose or not, it'd be nice because I got that achievement, obviously. The online trophy, the online achievement. Not to me. I know my decks very well when it comes to my decks, obviously, on cross-gen games. Now, I knew the Yu-Gi-Oh remakes were coming as well. Just with modern graphics per se, the Yu-Gi-Oh remakes were bound to happen. Bound to happen. Everything they're remaking, pretty much. Which I already knew this. Like I said, stop the clip at 23 minutes. But anyways, I already know the Yu-Gi-Oh remakes are coming, and the other remake is coming. I already know that. But like I told them all the time, we can still play cross-gen. You can still conquer Henny and Kaggle. I want Henny and Kaggle. I want Henny and wrestling. You want to come to cross-gen, I had to give him my gamer tag. I had to tell you my gamer tag if you do call me out. It's Hunter Spots, FHUT4859, and Darkaway66. That's all three of my Microsoft accounts on that spots. But anyways. But I know you want to say, you fanboy, you know all this stuff. How did you able to get Jim Ryan to leave? Because he was lying too much. If you know what lie, you can't stand liars. So like I said, like I said, I told Alison that's the console I want to ask about Thursday. If she hears this clip, I was gonna send her this clip. If she wants it, I was this clip will talk about me talking about the console wars and sport wars. But anyways, LeBron's team is human. Even Mr. Francis when it comes to him being a LeBron fanboy right now. But anyways, Alison, give me the Microsoft Series. That's all digital console. It's a win for me, pretty much. I buy most of these games for Joseph Alves, and he don't play them. He would rather play the same games always than not to play the same. He would rather play the same game than not to play other studios, because it's not his cup of tea. In position when he's been doing too on Call of Duty as well, and him playing the same games, it's predictable as it gets. He don't play other studios. And Madden 2025 is coming out soon. We don't know who's on that cover yet, but I got a feeling it's gonna be Ray Lewis. But anyways, but yeah, guys, I'll stop the stream right here. It's at 23 minutes, obviously. But yeah, that's the console I'm switching to. Microsoft Series S all digital console. Series S all digital console. That's the one I want for my list. Thanks, always. Please, thank you. All right, guys, I end the stream right there. But yeah.